Hello and welcome to the Top 10 Business Ideas video series. So I put this video series together because I know in talking with different people that a lot of people do want to start something on their own. They're interested in that entrepreneur lifestyle. They're interested in opening up their own business, but they have no idea where to start. Or perhaps they have a lot of ideas, but they don't know what would be the best for them, what is worth investing a lot of time and money into. So in this 10-part series, I'm going to go over 10 broad business categories and then specific examples to give you some ideas of what that business might look like. In addition to the examples, I'm going to go over a list of pros and then a list of cons. So whenever I'm going through these, think of what would apply to you, what your values are, what your end goal is, what you really want to do when opening up your own business. So I hope that you find this helpful. I hope that it gives you some clarity, and please feel free to reach out. I'll put all my contact info below. And if you like the video, like and subscribe. And I hope that you are able to find your next amazing business idea. All right, enjoy. All right, welcome back, guys. This is episode 3 in our 10-part video series of the 10 best ways to start your business. And in this video, we're going to be going over buying an existing business or a franchise. So what is it? To buy an existing business is to purchase a business that is already established. This can be bricks and mortar or it can be online. So an example of buying an existing business would be to buy a local bakery from Bob, who's 80 years old and wants to retire. To buy a franchise is to buy an existing name. And as the investor or franchisee, you are able to run this business. And I put in a quote from the Federal Trade Commission, and it really provides a good description of what a franchise enables you to do. So a franchise enables you, the investor, franchisee, to operate a business. You pay a franchise fee and you get a format or system developed by the company or franchisor, the right to use the franchisor's name for a specific number of years and assistance. For example, the franchisor may provide you with help in finding a location for your outlet, initial training, and an operating manual, and advice on management, marketing, or personnel. The franchisor may provide support through periodic newsletters, a toll-free telephone number, a website, or schedule workshops and seminars. So an example of this would be Jimmy John's or Starbucks or McDonald's or any other franchises that you're able to purchase. And if you're interested in franchises and wondering what would be the best fit for you based on the cost mainly, Forbes put out a really good list. It is Forbes 2016 list of the best franchises. So you can see the link there, or I'll put it in the description. You can click on it, or you can just Google Forbes 2016 best franchise list. So let's go over the pros. We're first going to go over the pros of buying a business and then franchising. So the pros of buying a business are that you have an established name. You have an initial marketing setup, an existing customer base. You can review business records before buying so you can know the revenue and how much you can really expect to be making. And sometimes it is easier to obtain funding depending on this business's track record. So if it's a really good business, it has a strong customer base, people love it. Like I gave in the example, Bob, who is 80, and he's just ready to retire, but people love his bakery. You come and take it over, and it has the potential to be a very easy and profitable transition. Now, some pros in buying a franchise is you become part of a well-known image and name. It's highly structured. You get training and guidance, and you can turn to other franchisees if you needed help. So if you are perhaps, you're a little nervous about maybe starting your own business, trying to develop your own brand, then buying a franchise, if you have the capital, can be a really good idea because this franchise will give you all this information that you need. Now, when there's pros, there's always cons. So again, we're going to be going over the cons of first buying a business and then owning a franchise. So the main cons, if you buy a business, is that there can be a misrepresentation, about profits, acquired debts, and loans. So you really need to do your research and understand what you are actually buying into. Can also have a bad reputation, and you might not be able to make the changes that you would like without backlash from loyal customers or employees. Also, if you keep the same employees, that can be good because you don't have to train them, but they can be used to a particular management style and resistant to any changes that you want to make. Also, just because you come into this and it looks good on paper and you think it's going to be successful and profitable, this does not guarantee that there is going to be success. So some cons of buying a franchise is there's not a lot of freedom, and you need a lot of capital. You need a lot of startup funds. Also, there are ongoing royalties and fees that you have to pay, and some contracts limit ability to exit the business. So that's something that you need to read into. Also, franchisors' problems will affect your business. So you can own a really good franchise and you could be successful. But if the main company is experiencing problems, you then will likely experience some problems. So the take-home point is get professional help, a lawyer, when entering either one of these kinds of businesses. All right, to conclude this section, whenever you're buying an existing business or a franchise, you're buying into an existing business and an existing name. And the pros that come along with this are it's often less work to get started and to build your brand because that brand already exists. You have established customers and hopefully very loyal customer base, and it can be successful almost right off the bat because people know the business. Some of the cons are that there's less freedom. If you buy into a business, you might have expectations to run it the way the previous owner did, and then with franchises, it's very structured. You can experience resistance from possibly employees or customers if you're trying to make changes into whenever you buy a business, an existing business. You can also run into unexpected problems, either that you acquired them from problems that existed in the previous business, or if you own a franchise, any problems that that franchisor faces, and it can be very expensive. All right, now this concludes the third video of our 10-part video series. And the next video, we're going to be talking all about creative businesses. And you get to, if you're a creative person, you get to see all the different fun kind of stuff that you get to do. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and if you would like more information, please go to www.mymbse, that's mymbse.com. And if you would like to receive your free copy of the top 10 mistakes of new entrepreneurs and how to prevent them, click below for details on how to get that.